gotta take it out.
You might actually get the story in time.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, baby, what it do? Pop out, we gon' shoot. Taming my aggression on the daily. Rock out in my fucking truths. Turn them into breaking low. Watch them miss the markets entertaining. Oh, kicking with these monsters on a daily. Fuck, I make a miss out, I can't reach out, girl, it's raining. The miss, I hit the firmament, can't reach, I'm out of range. Got your misses twist and turning, I can't sleep without a day.
So, let's go. I'll show you.
Tell us who you are.
How you doing? I'm Daniel. I go by Monarch. I'm part of the group AFNF, All Family No Friends.
Hey, my name's Finn Dynasty. I make R&B, kind of new age R&B, Y2K stuff. New member of All Family No Friends.
Are you happy you have them?
My name's Paul, but I go by Zoobs.
My name's Amin. I go by Cruz. My name's Tyrese. You know me as Cosmic, and I just do what I love.
Is my verse good?
We started doing freestyles in the news and anywhere we could go, whether that be by the church up in Temple Bar, like we would just be freestyling anywhere. And eventually it got to a point where we said, let's stop being spectators and let's actually start, actually getting involved. The two founding members, being Saint and Flyest, they made AFNF really early. I would say like just a little bit after COVID.
It started off as a clothing brand first. I was in 6th year. 3 other people that I was in 6th year with, we decided to make a clothing brand called AFNF. A year later, Daryl introduced me to Saint. We made the first song, and in that song, we shouted out AFNF. And since that day, we decided to change it to not just the clothing brand, but a collective.
I would say that I'm part of turning AFNF into what it is now. I'll consider myself as like one of the original members. Yeah, I gave myself a title.
Yeah. 41, 42, 43, 44.
We got invited around 2023, I think it was.
Yeah, it was on
2023. They picked up me, Monarch, King, and my boy AK. We met Amin through Maynooth because they're also students of Maynooth.
They would just come to my house and record. We just got to know each other from there.
I knew Cause from like a Discord server back in the day. We had already shown each other music previously.
I only started producing really just because I injured my shoulder and I was getting surgery, so I had a lot of downtime. So I just started making beats, and then when I came back to Ireland for my surgery for my shoulder, I just pulled up to Daniel's for a free. I made a beat, and I think I hopped on the track as well.
That song never got finished.
Yeah, that song never got finished. They were good enough to join the group.
I feel like there's a huge open space in Dublin at the moment, and I feel like we're kind of filling that open. But I feel like AFNF is we're kind of riding like an unseen wave at the moment.
From the vibes, from the subject matter, from the lyrics, from the beat selection, like we try to really be diverse as possible with our music.
Half South African, half Nigerian. Me and him are from a household that like every Sunday, mom is playing music from 8 o'clock in the morning.
My mom used to be like always have the R&B on, and especially on the Sundays. Like I remember sitting in front of the TV and you'd see the showmanship and like the choreography.
Cole, Drake, the Detroit Rap, T Grizzly, those were my favorite artists.
K-Dot, Baby Keem, Future.
A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, Wu-Tang.
We all sound different. Yeah. So together we're just creating this unheard sound.
So obviously we wanted to have our first show, right? And Finn had already kind of been making music with Flax, and they had their own project called The Secret Weapon.
I've been making music since like 2014. So I was like kind of lone wolf kind of person. Doing that show with these guys, like that blew my mind because it's a difficult thing to find a whole group of people who are driven. It's like it makes sense to be part of this, yeah.
Finn was a lot more business-minded than the group, and he was able to help us get our first proper big gig. And after that, we said, bro, that's enough. You need to be part of the group. We can't let this guy leave.
We sold out that show.
Yeah, the first show. Our target was like 50, 60 people coming to a show. We thought that would have been pretty good, but for 120 people to then show up to our first show, that was nothing but love. Got love for every single person who came up, man, for sure.
Motherfuckers, this fucking program up now.
You know me, you know Paul, you know Zoobs, King, Cause, Creed, Blacko, call me Saint. You know those niggas.
So what's the question?
Tell us about Overdue.
Overdue is an EP of collected songs that we've been holding for too long that we need to get out the way.
We had begun the promo process, you know, reaching out with other people doing kind of music videos, comic strips. You're gonna see all of this when it eventually comes out.
My goal is with this EP. I want niggas to, I want there to be discourse about it. I want people to talk about it. I want people to, I actually would like if niggas would argue about, nah, Breaking Dude is the best song. And I want the other person to be like, are you stupid? It's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you faced any challenges outside of music as a South African living in Ireland, or what do you think of Ireland? How do you experience life here?
Man,
it's different. Ireland, like, since I moved here has been lovely, but like recently, like, my opinion is kind of techie.
Nightmare as well. Just a lot of like, because I'm not only black, I'm Muslim as well. My mom was driving out of the school one time when she picked me up, and just a bunch of white boys were like, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, oh shit like this. I would get called nigga across the room. People would like tear off bits of rubber and throw it into my hair.
I was out with my girlfriend, and like some random guys on the street were like in my girlfriend's face, and they hit her friend. I like legit pushed the guy off, and then I turned to face my girlfriend, back turned, and then him and his mate are legit like punching me on the floor. Like I had to be in the hospital like for like a week.
The main manager looks at the CV, she goes, she said the girl's name, she was like, oh, imagine trying to say that over the walkie-talkie. And then she just throws it in the bin and they start laughing.
There wasn't many black people in my school. I would say, including mixed people, there was, I could count in one hand, two hands, how many that there were. So like, I would say music was a way a lot of them actually got introduced to black people, really got to hear the culture.
I'm an African living in Ireland, facing Irish experiences with an African mentality. I make music in reflection to my life, and my life is technically a bridge of both cultures, because it's just gonna bridge the gap.
When you think about the perfect listening party and you envision that for yourselves, what does that look like?
Vibe. I want everybody to be interacting with people, social. And then like I want it to be extremely social.
I always think of like the listening parties as a way to basically like get to know AFNF members personally.
Then you leave as part of the family.
Exactly.
Like you came to the listening party.
Like it's
as a family member.
Literally.
It's as if we invited you to a family get together.
That's what we are. That's the vibe that we bring. Whenever you have an event, everyone there gets a handshake, gets a dap up, gets treated like family.
I see regular faces and I see some new faces, so it's always love. So, DJ, you can kick this shit off.
Hey, yeah, let's get it. Born nasty with the family, you know this shit gon' be tough. Anyone tryna hate, we finna call your bluff. I know some people love to hate, cause they can't let themselves. I know some people love to hate, cause they can't let themselves. It's cool though. Yeah, I know some people love to hate, cause they can't love themselves. I knew the world was a cool place since the youngest young told, but it's cool though. Running with my dogs called Cool J. They tryna pay me as a villain, but my name ain't Mojo Jojo. You claim that you fan, but you ain't, I got no complaints. Takes a grown man to show some respect. I'm the wisest one around, sing, stop your ego showing.
Put your hands up for family, no friends. Do the fluckle bump, yeah, do it like that.
From all the shows and the way people show love, like I really want to stress that, man, because like people care about it and that.
Tell them when we dropping this jam, make the crowd go wild, said that shit.
In the group, we're family first, you know what I'm saying? Like we are not just people who just come to make music.
It's like making music with your sibling.
What's my fucking name?
I want AFNF to become a topic of Ireland, and I feel like we're definitely on path to doing that.
Boys, I'm beating down the doonies till I get under the cream. Man, I'm living.
At the moment, we're like starting the underground scene, but in 5 years, I see us being mainstream worldwide. Like, there's not a place that doesn't know the name AFNF.
Like this is only starting. Like this is a small thing. It's just dope. So we're gonna take over the whole world, man. I believe it.
Don't talk to me about it, my mind is on the paper. Getting baddies was a macho, I'd be a major. No stranger than danger, it's just building my nature. She is the constant, surely I'm a player. Hey, did those niggas really didn't run? They ain't enough right now, so surely I would wager. It's cool though, calm as a host, see you later. If he turn a goat, then I serve him like a waiter.